Hi Geminis, hope you guys are doing well. So this reading is going to be for the end of June, beginning of July. Gemini, we have a couple transits that are happening the end of June. We have two and one in the middle of July. So at the very end of June, we are having the new moon in Cancer, which is happening and transiting your second house, which is your cash, properties, possessions, what you value, and how you value yourself. The full moon that's happening on July 13th is transiting your 8th house, which is your debts, credit cards, sex, death, rebirth, and transformation. So something major that's transforming in you, okay? The full moon is about releasing, so that's a good time where you want to look at any of that and release anything you're holding on to, especially any grudges. 8th house is all like grudges and shit like that. Time to let it go. And the new moon is all about manifesting. So when you're looking at your second house matters, your cash, properties, possessions, all that, we're gonna look at new things that we wanna manifest into your life. The shadow period for new moon and full moon are 3 days before, 3 days after. So you can set your intentions during those times and also use the full moon to release. If you wanna learn more about my full moon release ceremonies or new moon intention setting, you can go to my other channel, Self Mastery Mentor, and watch my videos there. The other special alignment that we have is on June 24th, this Friday. I'm hoping to get the video out to you guys in time for that. We have 7 planets in alignment. So something is coming into alignment for you in some area of your life. You are gonna know what that is, but all in all, it's good energy. Again, all the planets coming into alignment together there. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we have going on for you guys right now. Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. Leo had this and Libra had this. So you guys could be dealing with a Leo or a Libra or have some sort of painful event that happened with those signs, with a couple of those signs. There's something here where you guys are all connected, all right? So whatever that pain is, when you find a way to ease into it, to feel it, to kind of befriend whatever that pain is, you'll actually be able to work through it, right? You gotta feel it in order to heal it. So if you run from it and you avoid it, you're never gonna get through it. It's just gonna keep creeping up. If you finally face it and look at it and deal with it, what happens? That pain subsides, it gets released, and then bridges can be mended, all right? Demystifying the darkness right here. My shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. All right, Gemini, your reading is coming out strong and heavy already. All right, when I went to go do your reading, so whenever I choose who's going next, I pull the cards and see who wants to go next. I only do the cards that fall out, not the ones at the bottom. Your card was at the bottom on 2 decks when I used it. I kept getting like minor arcanas, and I wasn't getting a major. But your energy, 333, was showing up on the bottom each time. So it was like you're almost about to come out, but you didn't. But your energy was there, it was present. So I finally pulled it again, and there came Gemini again a 3rd time. And 333 right there, whenever you see 333, you can ask your angels for anything. You can ask for help, ask for assistance, ask for guidance, ask for a trip, ask for more money, ask for love, ask for help, ask for clarity, ask for whatever you want. Ask for, all right? But I am seeing there's some sort of shadow you need to deal with. And how do I know that? Right here, next card, dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. So there's some sort of issue that happened between you and someone else, or you and a couple people, but I feel like your judgmental nature, which is the air sign in the lower vibration, is kind of getting in the way of that. If you're being judgmental, you're not being in your heart space, you're not being in a place of joy, love, grace, and forgiveness. You're being in a place of judgment, which is your mind and your ego. Your heart is forgiveness, your heart is love, your heart is expansive, and when you're in your heart space, what happens? You're in flow, and what happens when you're in flow? Manifestations come in. All right. All right, we have horse, which is freedom, and a white horse too. And then we have, I don't even know how to say this, peregrine falcon, observation. All right. I feel like there is some sort of level of freedom that you're wanting to get to. See how the horse is kind of like going through this magical door? There's some sort of sense of freedom that you're wanting to experience or have, but it's almost like you haven't been able to get there or reach that point yet. Universe is kind of keeping you in a place of observation and having you look at it instead of allowing you to actually do it. It's almost like you're in this like holding pattern in a sense. We have 24 and 25, so that is literally right there. That's a progression, 24, 25. But when you look at a synchronicity, 24, 24, 25, 25, you're just off. So your alignment is just off. Once you are able to get yourself into that perfect alignment, you'll be able to have that freedom that you are looking for. But the universe is going to make you deal with whatever this pain is first before you can actually get there. All right, Gemini, what do we have? 5 of Cups. Wow, and that's the grief card. So you're definitely dealing with something, that's for sure. You're definitely either already have been, or you're going to be dealing with it, or you are dealing with it, all right? It's in your energy. There's definitely some grief, some pain, some troubled energy that's here. On the bottom here, we have the Magician card. So the Magician is all about somebody who is manifesting. They're using all of the skills at their disposal in order to create. But if they're not using it correctly, what happens? They're using it to manipulate, which is also an aspect of Gemini in the lower vibration. When an air sign gets in a lower vibration, they can use mental manipulation, mind control in a way that's really, really negative and really, really, really impactful in a very negative way. So whether you're doing that, someone else is doing that, whatever, it's here, all right? It's here, especially if it's around your success or your finances or your security. There's some sort of, it's almost like, I feel like you're trying to manifest in a certain way, but some sort of energy that you're holding on to is kind of drawing the vibration back and causing it to create in a way of manipulation. So make sure that you're watching your energy and watching your vibration, because if you're constantly in the mind, which Gemini is, you're constantly in the mind, you're constantly, thinking, all of that, you're always in an ego state. You're always in the mind state. You're not in the heart space. So you want to make sure you're connecting more to your heart space and to your feminine energy, whether you are male or female. Being in the mind too much does not help anyone. It actually causes a lot of damage. You want to make sure you're balanced. All right, what else do we have for Gemini? 7 of Pentacles, and it came out upside down, but we're not going to read it that way. And the 5 of Cups. So here's the 5 of Cups, and here's the 5 of Cups. All right, so with the 7 of Pentacles, it's either around some sort of investment in your work. This is a person who is investing, they're planting the seeds, but they're also reaping what they've sown. So if you, for example, were not using your skills or your gifts or your energy in a positive way, you're probably reaping what you've sown, and that could be why you're in this more 5 of Cups energy. Yeah. You maybe could have had an investment that didn't turn out the way you expected or made you upset. Something here. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of shadow here in your energy. A lot. All right, what else do we have for Gemini? 5 of Swords. Wow, I'm done with you guys. This is nuts. Okay, 5, 5, 5. You have a lot of really negative cards. 5 of Swords is one of the worst. This is a card of mental conflict. This is a card of revenge. This is a card of someone twisting things in a mental way that causes nobody to win. See how they're all walking away? Five of Swords is a card of the mind, right? So if you were doing something that was causing some sort of mental conflict, or saying something, or acting a certain way, or causing pain to others, or your shadow was getting in the way, that ego was getting in the way, no one won out of this. There was no winning result for anyone. Anyone, all right? Anyone. So that's something you want to look at. 555. 555 is all about change. So if there's a shadow aspect of you that came out or is coming out or you had to kind of deal with, make sure you really look at that and evaluate why that even happened in the first place. All these things just happen for us to learn a lesson at the end of the day anyway. So don't be hard on yourself if this is part of your lesson, right? We did just go through a Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. So it's going to bring up a lot of things to the surface that we probably didn't want to face, that we didn't want to deal with, truths that we didn't want to see. I just saw 11:11 on the clock. And you may have had to deal with some things that weren't very pleasant, all right? And were not easy. But we got to find a way to get out of this energy because there's too much negative energy here. We have the Fool card and the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. And the Strength card and the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. Wow. And the Two of Cups. Wow. Nine of Cups. Okay, hold on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. We said we need to get out of this negative energy. Here we go. This is why you guys wanted to come out. All right. Hold on. And here you are. All right. Fool card, Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Strength, Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Lovers. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Leo energy, and Gemini energy here. All right. When you go on a trip, right, when you get some freedom and you kind of go for something unbeknownst, you just do it, right? The Fool energy, they just take the risk and you just do it. When you do that, it's going to bring you to this complete place of success for you. Ten of Pentacles. That is all the pentacles you could ever need, you could ever want. That's the ultimate success. Strength card here is the Leo energy, but it's also about having the confidence to talk about something that you need to talk about. You could need to talk about your pain. Maybe you need to talk about some grief you're experiencing or some mental conflict that you are dealing with, your shadow aspect. Maybe you just need to talk to a friend, right? Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Leo. You just gotta talk to someone. Once you talk about it and you bring the darkness to light, what happens? It dissipates, right? The darkness can't stay in the light. It just can't. But the darkness can drown out any light, right? It's like when it's super dark outside and you've got a lighter, right? The light's only going to show so much. But when the sun's out, right? When the light is out, when the happiness is out, nothing can tone that down. Nothing. Like even clouds, they can dampen it, but they can't shut it down. So the light is so much more powerful than the dark. So just bring the darkness to light, and that is what's going to bring you the clarity and bring you the success. Six of Wands, bring you back to the balance in your relationships. Two of Cups, maybe even bring you in a new relationship. Bring you to that place of wish fulfillment and happiness, and bring you to a full, balanced, happy place with your soulmates, with your family, with your friends, with your success, with the people around you. But what's stationed in the center here is this Ace of Swords. So there's some sort of truth and some sort of clarity that you have to get to in order for this to come to light. Because see this? The four go here. So when the ace is there, right, under that grief, when the ace is there and you talk about it, what happens? You see that? Everything falls into alignment once you deal with this truth. Once you befriend this pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. So face it, deal with it. Don't be afraid of your shadow side. Do not be afraid of your shadow side. Let me tell you. I'm going on a retreat this weekend. 444 right there, and I saw that. And it is something that can take you in so many different directions. And you have to be willing to be able to see both sides of the equation. because it's powerful. I mean, powerful. So just do it. I'm telling you, when you get into the other side of facing it and dealing with it, what happens? Boom, expansion, growth, abundance. All right, what else do we have here for Gemini? Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Sun card underneath. So more Leo energy. We have the Four of Wands and Ten of Swords. There could have been some sort of betrayal, and that could be what the truth is about. Some sort of betrayal, backstabbing, defeat in your family, in your home. It could have brought you a lot of burdens. Six of Wands, Four of Wands, brought a lot of burdens into this foundation or into this manifestation that you were dealing with. Not only did it bring you burdens, but it brought some sort of backstabbing, betrayal, and ultimately defeat, okay, that came in here. So, and then we have the Sun card underneath. So if there's a Leo involved in a situation somewhere, somehow, that is the truth you need to deal with. Again, Leo energy at the end of the day is the strength energy and the Sun. So they are ultimately the Sun. When you deal with that person, you deal with that situation, when you deal with that energy, what happens? It brings everything to light because they themselves are the Sun. All right, what else do we have for Gemini? Full card again, a lot of Aries energy in here, and then we have the Temperance, Sagittarius, and the King of Swords. There you are. So there's definitely a Sagittarius in your energy and an Aries in your energy that are going to help you with this. I feel like they are part of that truth, part of that conversation you need to talk to. Their energy came out right next to you, King of Swords, okay? Their energy came out right next to you underneath this Ace of Swords. They're also an individual you need to talk to, you need to speak to. Temperance energy at the end of the day is the angel of the zodiac. They have a higher connection to the divine. They are the 9th house. So they have an elevated level of perspective where they can see more than the average bear because their perspective is up here, right? They naturally have that connection. It's just who they are. It's how their energy is encompassed. Your energy is the Lovers. So you guys are all about a choice. You guys are all about having, options and different things to choose from and look at. You kind of want to know everything from this way, that way, up, down, all around, right? That's you guys. But their gift is being able to see things from a higher vantage point. They also know how to balance all 4 elements, which keeps them in alignment very often and makes them one of the luckiest signs. Jupiter is their ruling planet. Jupiter is the planet of luck, growth, expansion, and fortune. So they are someone who naturally brings abundance and gifts to them. So when you deal with them, when you talk to them, allow them to put you into alignment. Allow them to give you an elevated level of perspective that you can't naturally see because you are ruled by your mind. You are ruled by your analytical thought, which is your ego, right? And your ego can only go so far. But when you're connected to the spiritual realm, when you're connected to your heart space, your imagination, right? They are ruled by fire, so they're ruled by imagination and passion and creation. They naturally have the ability to think in a bigger, different way than you. It's not saying that it's better than you, it's just different than you. And when you use the analytical mind with the creative and inspirational mind and you infuse the two together, air sign and fire sign, when you infuse those two masculine energies together, you birth a whole nother level of creativity that you can't do on your own. So the two of you together create a fuel, right? In order to have fire, you need to have air. So, but too much air can put the fire out. So remember that with your energy, okay? Remember that with your energy. If you can learn to work with people of that element, you can learn to create something powerful and beautiful and expansive. And fire is the rarest element. So when you have fire around you, fire signs, fire people, value them, okay? Value them. They are the rarest elements. They are the rarest, all right? That's how it goes. So when you look at the 4 rarest zodiac signs, the 4 of them are Leo, Aquarius, Sag, and Aries. So all 3 fire signs, all right? When you have those people, use them, utilize them to expand what you already have going for you. Yeah. And then we have the Fool card here, Aries energy with the 9 of Cups. So, and it's so funny because we have the Fool in alignment with you, which is the Aries energy here and the Fool here with the Nine of Cups around you. With the Temperance and the Queen of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups there. So you guys are sharing the same energy right now. So this is actually a really good time for you to go in there and deal with whatever this backstabbing was. You see this? 10 of Swords. Whatever this backstabbing was, or betrayal was, or deceit was that brought a tower to your foundation, whatever that was, this is the perfect time for you to go in and deal with that. You know what? I don't think I ever gave you guys your song. Hold on. Let me give it to you. Your song was, Loose Change by Devin Kennedy. Loose Change, Devin Kennedy. So that's your song. Look it up. And a couple more messages to close it out. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So we're actually having the new moon on the 28th of this month. The full moon is happening 6 months from now. So Cancer, let's see, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn. So by the beginning of the new year, going into 2023, whatever this personal issue is that you're dealing with right now, it's going to come full circle by New Year's. So don't stress it, right? It might seem far-fetched right now. It might seem like super far away to have the resolution, to have the solution, blah, 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 blah. But 6 months will go by like this. It'll go by so quick if you just learn how to redirect your focus. If you keep yourself stuck in this grief and this pain and this mental conflict and this shadow energy, you're gonna keep manifesting that, and it's gonna seem longer, it's gonna seem harder. But if you find a way to shift your energy and align yourself with people who truly wanna help grow you, help expand you, help evolve you, that 6 months is gonna go by like this. So find a way to shift your energy and shift your focus, and that's gonna be what brings you the most success. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. And guess what? Full moon eclipse is happening. We just had one full moon in Scorpio, so something probably blew up in your life around that time, which was, in May, middle of May, something probably blew up in your life because it was a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is literally the tower energy. It causes a disruption in everyone's life. And the next full moon lunar eclipse is at the end of the year, right? Sagittarius Capricorn time, which is again where you're gonna have the full moon in Cancer, and again, full moon eclipse. So the conclusions and the resolution to the personal issue that you're having is going to happen by the end of the year. So find a way to be patient, keep your eye on the prize, know that everything's gonna be resolved by the end of the year, and don't keep focusing on the problem. Focusing on the problem is not going to manifest you success. It's going to manifest you more of a problem. So stop focusing on the problem, shift your focus, even if there's nothing you can do, even if it stinks, 23 on the clock, even if it stinks, shift your focus. Find people around you who want to uplift you, who want to help grow you, who want to help expand you, and make sure you're not putting them out because you're being too forceful in your energy. Remember, too much air puts fire out. And you got nothing but fire here. And when the fire came into your reading, success came into your reading, love came into your reading, abundance came into your reading, happiness came into your reading. So the fire is your answer to the happiness and the success you're looking for. If you want to get out of this grief, go find fire. But make sure you don't put the fire out because you're too much in your own energy, okay? Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. What did we say? It's all about allowing yourself to feel good now, feel good amongst these changes, feel good amongst this pain, right? Pain is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Everything is a choice. So you can keep waking up and thinking about the same thing over and over and over, 444, if it's in your home life or anything like that, right? Fourth house is home life. So anything in your foundations or in your fourth house matters that could be causing you some sort of pain. When you shift that and you go into saying, you know what, I'm gonna feel good today, fuck it. Everything's going wrong, but you know what, the sun's out. So I'm gonna be happy because the sun's out. Everything else might suck, but I'm gonna be happy because the sun's out. Or you know what, I'm gonna be happy because I have 2 legs to walk around on. I'm gonna be happy because I have 2 arms. I'm gonna be happy because I can eat food. I'm gonna be happy because blah, 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 blah. Find one thing each day, 25-25, to make you feel happy and good every day amidst whatever else is happening. Because if you focus on pain, more pain comes. When you focus on happy, happy comes. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. What a way to shift this energy and this reading. Wow. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. I will talk to you very soon. Bye.